Hello. I haven't been on Facebook in a while. I'm going to change that. I thought since we are quarantined, we're staying close to home, I thought it would be a good time to come on with some healthy cooking tips. Now, this isn't something that you see me doing very often in the kitchen, cooking something. But I thought today I would make chicken stir fry, something that's good for the heart, something that's heart healthy. And again, I chose chicken stir fry. Now, there are tons of recipes out there for chicken stir fry. I will share this one with you, but there are tons of recipes out there. This one that I'm making, it calls for cornstarch and cornstarch to thicken it, to thicken our sauce. And it also calls for soy sauce. Well, how do you have chicken stir fry without soy sauce? So it includes soy sauce, so I'm putting that in. And I already have my ingredients pre-measured. It also calls for chicken broth. And chicken broth actually gives it a little flavor, gives it the flavor that it needs. It also calls for some sesame seed oil. Okay, so I've got that. Okay. And then honey. And the honey is to give it a little bit of a sweet taste. So we'll put that in. Okay. See, so it's thickening up already. Okay. And I want to make sure I get all of those ingredients. So I'm going to just get a spoon and get that out of there because we want all of it. I think it was 1/4 of a cup of honey that had to go in. So we'll put that. You know it's official fresh start for your heart business when you see me with my shirt on. Okay, so we've got that. And we've got that ready to go. It's just ready to be put over to the side. Oh, it smells good. Okay, so I'm gonna put that over to the side. All right, and then we add our chicken. I had some help today with the chicken, so perhaps it may not look like this when you do it. You can cube it, you can certainly slice it. My chicken cutter upper actually sliced the chicken, made it into strips. Actually, some of these are very large strips, but that works. I put some olive oil in here to just kind of cook it. These are very large strips, very large strips. I don't know if you can hear the chicken cutter upper in the background, but she's laughing. Very large strips. So I'm just kind of cutting them down. And we just want to keep this in here on a medium fire so that they can just kind of get brown, just a little brown. Okay. Hear it? Isn't that fantastic? Okay. I would love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite heart-healthy meals as you're staying in? How are you keeping up variety? So what are some things, some meals that you're cooking? Do you have some favorite one-pot meals that you're making for your family? I'd love to hear them. Maybe, you know what, maybe we'll have a contest. Maybe if I use your recipe, I don't know, we'll give you something special. I don't know. Maybe just saying that, hey, this recipe is from this person. I don't know. So we keep this in here. Keep this in here. No need to rush it. Again, those are very large strips. We're not gonna need very many of those on our plate. Now, as we're waiting for that to get done, normally what I would do at this point is cut up my vegetables. So whatever vegetables you're feeling, you would cut those up to put those in here. We're not gonna do it yet. And so the vegetables that I have, again, my cutter upper, already prepared and cut up my vegetables. So we've got beautiful color. We've got red, yellow, and orange bell peppers and green, as well as onions. And we're also gonna add mushrooms to ours. We like mushrooms here. And it's up to you. If you wanna add corn, broccoli, totally up to you. Whatever you want to add to it. Now, while our chicken is cooking, I wanted to get a little more done before I add a little salt to taste and a little pepper. Okay. Now, some of we talked about, when I tell you we put soy sauce in this sauce? Yes. So we put soy sauce in here, and to make it more heart healthy, it's a good idea to go with low sodium. Same thing for your chicken broth. Chicken broth comes with low sodium, go with the low sodium. Okay? All right. So how have things been going? Good? I hope they have. It's just, are you finding it difficult to stay put? We're not. Fortunately, we have everything that we need. We've been going for walks. How have you been getting your exercise in? What have you been doing to keep up with your exercise? Obviously, you can't answer me because this is recorded. So while that's cooking, I'm just gonna give this a rinse, because when the chicken is finished cooking, we're gonna go back, we're gonna take the chicken out and put in our vegetables, okay? So we'll get that all washed up, because we're gonna put our chicken back in here, okay? I don't know about you, but I've probably really been doing a little unnecessary eating. You know, when you're in the house all day, you just kind of look for stuff. So hopefully we can kind of put a stop to that, because that won't be good for anybody once all this is over. Okay, not good for our hearts. So, okay, now the chicken's looking pretty good. It's not brown by any stretch of the imagination, but I think we just kind of wanted to get the pink out of there. Okay. All right. Okay. And you can eat this over rice. We're gonna have ours over rice. And certainly if you wanted to have some type of noodle, you could cook it and eat it over noodles. Totally up to you. Are we gonna have brown rice? No, we actually won't. Is that a healthier choice? Sure. And if you've got brown rice, absolutely, use the brown rice. Now, before we take our chicken out, we want to put a little black pepper. Gotta have seasoning, right? Okay. I don't want to get crazy. And then salt. Now, typically, if my mom is the one that's cooking, which she usually does, she does 99% of the cooking. She doesn't use a lot of salt. But a little salt is fine. And this is kosher salt. The other thing we're going to add is a little crushed red pepper. You know, give it a little bite. Okay. People don't know this, and sometimes they just don't believe me when I say it. I used to cook all the time. In a former life, And so if I was someplace and I had to cook and fend for myself, I would be able to do it. I would survive. Okay. I think that looks really good. Okay, so we're gonna take our meat out. Okay, and we're gonna put it in here. Okay. And you don't need to you don't want your vegetables to get soft. You want to cook these and so that they're still very crisp. Okay, I need a little more oil. Oh, please. Just a little more oil. Okay. Olive oil is probably going to be your best bet because it's heart healthy. Okay. So we want to put our vegetables in. Put our vegetables in. Oh, it's a lot of them. And we just want to toss these around. Toss them around in the olive oil just a little bit because we want them to stay crisp. Like I said, we wanted to have a bite. Oh. Okay, so we do this. And then we'll let them stay in there for a little bit, and then we'll come back and put mushrooms, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the recording, and I'll come back and show you the finished product as well as give you the recipe, okay? Thank you so much for joining, and you know what? I think we'll do this again next week, okay? All right, have an awesome day.